Hey, what's going on, folks? Klutch here, and welcome to Missouri River Bottom once again. Look at the train go by the bridge there. That looks good, doesn't it? Folks, we are on Missouri River Bottom. Like I said, this is after our live stream just the other day where we were working on these fields out here. We got all our fields planted. If you missed the live stream, we streamed this where we got everything planted on, well, our field over here, as well as our large field on the far side. So we got barley over on this side, corn on the other, I believe. Problems.
We have sort of a problem here.
Well, number one, you can see I've got weeds everywhere. That's a bit of a problem on my side.
There's no problem.
Yeah, I gotta fix that. That's problem number one. Problem number two, well, guys, we don't have any fertilizer on that crop over there. I ran out of fertilizer, so...
Yeah. If you could just go ahead and make sure you do that from now on, that would be great.
That's problem number two. So, weeds, fertilizer, let's get to work. Bitter batter. All right, folks, let's get started with a little bit of weeding. Now, I'm doing this on the cheap. We have about 53 grand still sitting in our account, but I don't want to buy a piece of weeding equipment, so I'm just leasing, well, this chain. I'm just renting it. It's basically a piece of aluminum with a chain through the middle of it to pull up the weeds. Pretty simple stuff, right? Yeah. I think it's costing me all of $76 to lease this thing. So this should get the job done at least. Yeah, I don't even have a way to tow it. It's in the back of the truck. At least it works. Kind of wish I had my straps, guys. Not that anything seems to strap on us. You know what? You'd think this would be a really easy thing to strap down. I mean, just put it between the rails there and that weeder's not going anywhere, but alas, here I am. We're just gonna take her nice and easy. We gotta get up, well, to the north side of the county here. Let me see. I don't think I've gone this direction before. I wanted to take a little bit of a different route. Usually we just kind of follow the tracks around the backside. But you know what? I wanted to explore a little bit some of the bigger fields because I am going to want to buy... Oh, look at how hilly these fields are. I'm going to want to buy some of these bigger fields hopefully sooner than later. I'm hoping we can really just kind of crank out some KSim Special Brown here and make some fast money and then really push into this. You know what? I'm going to take this dirt road here, I think. I think this is the one I wanted. Does this one cut all the way through? Can you guys see? Or does this just go to the BGA? I think this goes all the way through. I hope it does. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna have to reset this and just to pretend it didn't happen. No, it goes through. Okay, good. No, it doesn't. Oh, there it is. Okay, it does go through. Look at that. It winds all the way in here. I had no idea. I don't know where I'm going. Anyways, so we need to do some weeding and fertilizing right away, and hopefully we can get this field rocking and rolling here in the next couple of days and get some crop off it sooner than later. I am bleeding money a little bit here, guys. Like I said, we got about 50 grand to play with still. That's not enough really to do much, as you guys are more than aware, I'm sure. Yeah, what are you gonna do with 50 grand? You can't really buy, like, really, if you want to buy a new piece of equipment, chances are that's gonna be most pieces of equipment are gonna cost you 50 grand in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, so we got to make sure we push through this a little quicker, as quick as we can. We got to get this stuff planted. We got to get this crop going. Oh, look at this. It comes out like right at the distillery. That's perfect. Yeah, there's only like one paved road that basically goes all the way around the county, and then there's several dirt roads that kind of cut through the middle of it. This just happens to be the one that works out and cuts right in behind our distillery right here. And then from there, we can obviously cut across and go straight to our farm. Perfect. Well, that's like there's the fuel station right on the left, and then our farm's over on the right-ish area. Up to the farm we go. Nice, guys. I am loving this truck. This seat den is so good. Look at that. I mean, it looks like it's been restored, doesn't it? It looks so authentic. It's perfect. One thing that scares me about this generation of Chevs, the Fords, the Dodges, I think all of them, as far as I can think of. I know the Fords definitely did. I can't remember what the Dodges off the top of my head. But let me just pull off to the side here to get this out of the way. Put it right in front of the seed area right here. The one thing that scares the bejesus out of me, guys, is this. The fuel tank. If you ever looked on these old trucks, the fuel tank goes all across the back of the bench seat here. And if you like fold this front seat or this bench seat forward, you're going to see that fuel tank all the way at the back of it. It's always unnerving to me to have that big fuel tank just sitting right behind you the whole time when you're driving around. That's all I don't know. I wouldn't say it's all I could think about, but still, you just know that all your fuel is like right underneath your butt or right behind you. Just a little unnerving, that's all. Especially when it starts to rust. All right, I just pulled off the weeder. It's pretty light at least. You can kind of move it around. I put it up on the tailgate here. So it's sitting right there ready to go. I think we're going to take Little Blue and get to work on that. Little Blue should be able to handle this thing, I think. Why not, right? Should be able to handle it. Let's back this up. I'm going to go get rid of this thing. And where should we put this fertilizer? Let me think. We're going to need the fertilizer later on anyways. Yeah, let's just leave it over in front of the cedars right here for now. We need to make a trip back. I forgot, guys. We are completely out of fertilizer once again, of course. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. That's not a huge surprise, I suppose, but yeah, anyways. We'll have to go get some fertilizer at some point today. So anyways, let's go load this thing up first. Oh, look, guys. Gertie's out here to help us out. She's probably not going to do much, but she's here. Hi, Gertie. You look angry. You always look angry. Always looks angry. Might be just because of me. She's always out here helping out. Let's see. I don't know if I can connect with it on the truck bed or not. I may have to pull this off. Oh, we got it. Nice. There we go. I think. Yes. There we go. I had to work it off. That's all. All right. Let's get to work on this. It's going to take us a little bit of time. This is not the biggest weeder, but I mean, 75 bucks, guys. I'm really... What are you going to do? It's so cheap. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to do things on the cheap. We could have bought something. This would have cost, I think, 1,500 bucks to buy. But we don't need this anymore after this. We've got our special weed plan in action. So we're not going to have to deal with weeds after we do this. This is the only time we're going to have to deal with weeds, at least. But I didn't really feel like buying a piece of equipment just for this, and I didn't want to lease something that's going to cost me several $1,000s. I mean, the amount of work, it's going to take me an hour to do this, really. So let's just get it done, and from there we can go buy our fertilizer, right? Look at this. Actually, you know what? That looks a lot smoother than last time, doesn't it? So this was plowed last time. If you guys remember our the last video we did in here, the last time we worked this field with Little Blue, we were getting bounced around everywhere. It was ridiculous. Like the front tires, you just watch them, they're barely touching, it seems like. Like it doesn't take much at all for it to start to bounce. But this actually looks pretty good. Like we're not getting bounced at all. Things are nice and smooth. It's relaxing. I can set the cruise control on, put some tunes on, just go to town, get rid of some weeds. And you know what? Getting rid of weeds can be kind of satisfying when there's this many of them. Yeah, I like the new weeds better than these weeds, the old school weeds. I forget when you forget to put the weeds off, look what happens. They just grow everywhere. We'll get rid of them, and this will be the last we see of the weeds, at least. Also, guys, we need to have a chat about something. A few days ago, I asked you to drop a comment to make sure that we beat our recent record of comments. It didn't do it. We didn't do it. We didn't get past. Guys, make sure you go down right now, drop a comment, hit that thumbs up button while you're there to make sure that we get rid of these weeds. Thumbs up to get rid of the weeds. Come on. You know you want to do that. I think we're on lap 5? Lap 4? Lap 5? I don't know where I'm at. We've done a lot of laps. I feel like I'm doing some IndyCar racing right now. I would say NASCAR, but we're going the wrong way for NASCAR, first of all. And there's way too many corners. We also have to turn left and right, so that doesn't work. But IndyCar, yeah, kind of. We're doing track races right now, just a lot of them. We're going at a pretty good clip. I think we're doing 20 miles an hour, something along those lines. Yeah, 20. So we're definitely doing a good clip getting through this weeds. It's pretty satisfying, I have to admit. I don't mind getting rid of all the weeds like this. Like, it just feels like busy work, though, doesn't it? It just feels like busy work. I don't know if you guys use weeds still, but there's something about weeds that kind of drive me a little bit bananas. Even though, you know what, we've tested this before. We know that they don't actually cause that much damage to your crop. Very minimal, depending on the crop type, but it's still, I don't want to look at these things until harvest season. Especially when they go to full and you have all the flowers everywhere. That makes your crops look so ugly, folks. It's just not nice. Tame your weeds. Oh, finally, last couple little pieces here. Yeah, I'm getting dizzy from doing loops, kids. This is craziness. This is a lot of laps. We're wrapping her up now. Things are looking like we're almost done. So from here, well, maybe I can get Gertie to finish this off. I don't know if I want to do this or not anymore. I don't know. Maybe I can get her to take care of that. That's not gonna happen. Let's be honest. I don't think she can handle the weeds. From here, we gotta go over and fertilize. I need to go pick up the fertilizer first. Did she grab any? Yeah, no, of course not. Still sitting there. She hasn't even moved. Maybe she's having a seizure. I should maybe go check on her health. Come on, Gertie. Get with the program. There's more to this than just hanging out by the truck. It's tough to find good help, isn't it? Anyways, things are looking good. We're going to go drop this weeder up. I might as well take it back to the shop. We don't need that anymore. Weeds is done with the weeds. The weeds have been tamed. The weeds have been tamed. We're going to be picking up some fertilizer. Let me go do that. Let's get back into this field. We got some more chorin to do.
I'll do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
All right, guys. It's getting late in the day. I got our fertilizer. Once again, the C10 killing it. He's killing it. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I like that. All right, let's get this loaded up. Now, this is something I was considering. So we just spent $8,000 on fertilizer, give or take. Is that really necessary? Like, do we really need to go through that much money for fertilizer? Am I going to get that back off that one field? We're probably going to use most of this on one crop. So it's kind of one of those questions on, I really hope I get this back. Like, isn't it about 10% we get more on the crop? It feels like it's just not worth it, but I'm sure it is. It's just in my head. Anyways, a bit of a pain, definitely. Now, last time when we fertilized, we used Little Blue. For this crop right here when we fertilized it last time, and with that curveland it was a little bit tough. The front wheels come off the ground a touch, even with this weight on the front here, guys. 1,200 kilo weight. She still is giving me grief, so I'm going to use the John Deere today, and just to get this done a little bit more efficiently, I think is going to be a little bit better off. Man, our equipment's so dirty. I don't have a pressure washer yet, and I don't really want to spend the money on one. So I'm gonna have to suffer. I should just go and buy one. I really should. We do need to get this equipment cleaned up. All right, there we go. So we got some fertilizer in this, still from last time. Oh, Gertie's back. Hi, Gertie. You're back again. Good to see. Let's fill the rest of this up. There we go. We'll fill all this up, and we'll go take care of those fields. I don't know if I can fertilize this one yet. I don't know if it's going to let me or not. Why is that? Oh, it's not full yet. Never mind. Why is that one still hovering up in the air? There we go. That's better. Perfect. All right, so that's considerably more. Let's do this. Let's go take a look if this is going to allow me to fertilize in here. I don't know if it's going to or not. Up we go. Let's just fire it up. No, it's not allowing me. Okay. So we have to wait for that to go to the next stage. So it's already fully fertilized for this stage. I couldn't remember if we did it or not, but that makes sense. All right, across we go. In fact, actually, guys, I got something else I need to show you. Oh, yes, let's go. So, guys, you might remember when we bought the distillery, it was just a generic, certain name brand of special brown water. Well, somebody's made something special for me here. You know what? Let's just pull the tractor up like right here. Turn this off. Oh, yeah, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Klutch's Special Brown, Canada's finest. Distilled and bottled by KSim Distillery. That's even better. That is so good. Guys, this is done by DJ Moose. Oh, buddy, thank you so much. Guys, down in the comments, give me a hashtag DJ Moose. And by the way, it's moose as in big brown animal. The big one with the big antlers, the things off the top of his head. Yeah, that kind of moose. Make sure we put that right one in. DJ Moose, you're awesome. Thanks, brother. Now I can't wait to see what the packaging. Oh man, it's gonna be good. We're gonna get some packages, some KSim special packaging on it even. It's gonna look good. I can't wait. We gotta get to work though. Let's get this fertilizing going. Yeah, let's start right down here. God, that's so good. That is so good. I think we're still set on the big wide swath. And thanks to all you on the live stream the other day that alerted me that this thing goes out to a 45 degree. I had no idea. Yeah, this is amazing how wide you can put this out. So 45 degree swath on this. It goes quite a ways out there. Look at that. Oh, yes. Yeah, look at that, guys. Look at the path we're getting on this. It's just such a wide spread. That is amazing. In fact, it gets to some points where I can't tell when I'm up against the grass here how far it's going. I want to make sure I'm covering it, but I think I'm being overly cautious on the amount we actually have. I could put this quite a ways out further and it would be totally fine. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there up against the grass, spraying the highway with my fertilizer that I just complained about how much I spent on it. That's pretty much the size of it. All right, this hill is going to be interesting come harvest time. Oh man, I need, like, look at this. The John Deere's even struggling just with the fertilizing unit. Look at that, those front tires are just a spinning. Get up there. Come on, get those horses behind you. Get going. Nice. All right, up to the top we go. Man, if only this thing could do lime as well. That's the only downfall to this particular fertilizer spreader, guys, is that it just does fertilizer. If it could do lime as well, man, you would be made. You'd be set. But unfortunately, just fertilizer. But good price for what you get. Definitely a good value. Look at this. I'm actually like taking this whole finger down here in one swath. I'm spraying fertilizer into the woods. All right, let's spin this around. Oh yeah, there we go. Got the John Deere can turn sharp enough. We can turn that off for a sec. And go. Back down through into the gully and back out the other side. Oh man, so good. It is so good. Look at that. Nice. So guys, really, we're going to be trying to just keep our finances in order right now as best as we can. So we got the 45 grand. How much have I used? Let me see here. 15% of our fertilizer so far on this field. I'm going to need to come back in here, of course, and spray once more before harvest season. At least, probably, maybe, actually twice or what? I don't know. Anyways, we're going to need to be in here once more. I don't know if I have enough fertilizer to do that. Plus the other fields still. That's something we're going to need to figure out later on. So as far as us not spending money though, I don't know if we're going to be doing much else here until this crop is ready. I think maybe the next time we get here, guys, the next time you see this farm, we may be getting ready to harvest. It's going to happen that quick. Like I said, I do not want to spend money on frivolous things right now.
The golden toilet had been fully plumbed in and had only gone on display 2 days ago.
I want to just get this first crop through and put into our distillery and get that fired up. I want to get some KSim Special Brown going on, or KSim Special Brown fired up, and I want to get that going sooner than later, because if we don't have any kind of income right now other than that, we're going to be in problem. It's going to be some problems coming up. I'd like to get that done, and then we can start looking at buying, because there's quite a few things. I mean, I'd love to get some more land, of course, because only the 2 fields. There's only so much we can do with this. And then we're going to need obviously some bigger equipment. We are pretty strapped for the equipment we have right now. You know what? I say that. Meanwhile, I thought I was getting kind of a discount on this fertilizer spreader, but look at this thing. I think I would use this on a field 10 times this size just because the spread's so wide. But once again, the problem is lime, and so I still need to find something to spread lime with. And then, of course, well, the planter and the seeder both are great, but they're just small. They're just little guys. So even to do some of these fields, it just took some time. It's not like it's that big of a deal, but if we get some more crops, some more fields, we might be better off to get something a lot bigger sooner, right? And then don't forget, we do have this field right in front of us. I do need to till up. That's something I gotta do at some point. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much gonna do it for us here today on Missouri River Bottom. If I ever get that name right, man, I struggle with the name of this map. We'll have to figure it out, but that's gonna do it for us today. I think we should be good to go. I think things are looking pretty good. I think we are going to be just fine, depending on how that distillery works out for us. Yeah, that's gonna be the test. It's coming up pretty quick. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be coming up pretty quick. So with that, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, you know what to do. Slap that like. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so already. And folks, I'm gonna catch you next time. We'll talk to you then. This is Klutch, finishing off the fertilizer. Over and out.